What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Burning Thoughts. I appreciate every single one of you for stopping by. Today we have episode 15 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love to react to. We had some amazing, beautiful women on the panel, and we had a few men come in and try to steal their heart. So we're going to be reacting to the video, breaking down each of the interactions, and I'm going to be letting you guys know my take on if these guys are smooth or if they are a waste of time. If you guys enjoy these types of videos, consider hitting the subscribe button. If you like this video in particular, hit the like button, and feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know if you enjoy these videos and what you agree or what you disagree with. All right, so we have a panel, as I mentioned, of a few beautiful ladies here. They look more on the mature side, but that's fine. They look good. So let's get the video rolling.
With that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy. Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold this.
How you doing, Alette?
Good. How are you? Can we get your
Great.
name?
We got a short king here, man.
My name is Brian.
Brian, how old are you?
I'm 40.
I'm pretty sure he was on a panel before. I remember him being like one of the short dudes who used to like talk a lot. He tried to elaborate a lot on stuff that people didn't really care about. So I guess he's back here to try and steal someone else's heart. So let's see how he does today.
40
I'll
and
be 41 in September.
Okay, it's coming up. And Brian, what do you do?
I'm an aircraft mechanic.
He don't look 41. For real. He looks like he takes pretty good care of himself. No homo.
Very
For a major airline.
All right.
So
Now,
I fix planes. I want you to get home safe.
we appreciate you. And now, what are some things that you like to do for fun?
Things I like to do for fun. I like trail riding. I live in Houston.
Okay.
I'm from New Orleans, but I like to ride horses. I'm a country guy. Okay. I'm still
Yeah, cowboy. He from down south, man.
city, but I like to do country things.
Got it.
I like to read. I'm from the ghetto, but I am a nerd. Okay, I like to read. I want to know about things that I don't know. Okay, I like to go lounges. Right, I like to go to museums. I just like to really have a good time.
Okay, nice. Now, what are some things that you're looking for in a woman?
Transparency, for sure. Transparency.
Okay.
If I can't see who you are when I meet you, then I would never know. Right.
Yeah, he's going to get a few pops for that because you ain't going to get transparency from most women until a couple of years you've been with them. Then you're going to kind of actually see the real side. But transparency up front, forget about it, brother. You got to take a lot of digging to get to that.
Loyalty. That really.
Unless you find you're a really special one who's not basically lost in her mind or not living in a fairy tale land. She's really realistic and she sees the world for what it is, which, honestly speaking, nowadays with social media and, feminism telling them whatever they want to hear and pandering to them, it's not realistic to expect that from most women. Sorry to tell y'all, but it is what it is.
For men, that's a big thing, loyalty. I need to know when you out partying, having a good time, that you loyalty and you faithful to a man like me.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers? I really don't have deal breakers, right? Because I'm from the ghetto, so I understand that, we do a lot of things in our past and in our youth that is really a problem. So I don't really have any deal breakers, but as far as
They popping him because he don't have deal breakers. Dude is gonna give you the benefit of the doubt even when you probably shouldn't be given the benefit of the doubt, and you all are popping him for that. Interesting. Not thinking it through.
deal breakers, I don't really have any.
Okay. All right. So we did get a few pop balloons.
Okay.
Let's go on over to those ladies, see why they ended up popping.
No problem.
All right. Let's start right on over here. If we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Parker, but I go by Mrs.
Okay.
I'm 39, and
You say you're
And-
39?
39.
All right.
And Mrs. Parker, what do you do?
I'm a professional makeup artist.
You're a makeup artist?
Yeah, shout out to Makeup by Mrs. Parker.
All right. And Mrs., why did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped your balloon because you said you don't have any deal breakers, and everybody.
Yeah, you can tell she was some pressure back in the day. She's 39 and looking like that. I could imagine what she looked like at, 25, 24, 25, prime, peak years. She had all them dudes lining up, I'm pretty sure, if that's how she's looking right now.
It has to have some type of deal breaker, so you have to have something that you don't like. but you look really nice. You look dapper. Nice to meet you.
It's definitely nice to meet you. When it comes to deal breakers, I'm not a surface level dating type of guy, right?
Okay.
I don't really care about your past. I'm from the ghetto. I'm from New Orleans, right?
You gotta let you know he from the ghetto. Don't forget about it. He from the ghetto, man. That's the third time he's saying he from the ghetto. Don't forget it.
So nothing that you done in your past doesn't matter to me because
That's cap.
that was before me. After me, that's when you upgrade yourself. So that's why I say
If she was a corn star in the past, if she used to be a escort or something like that, or she was working on the streets, if you know what I mean, you would care about that, brother. Don't cap. Don't. I mean, I understand you want to give people grace, but you said you want transparency, so you gotta kind of be realistic too.
I don't have any deal breakers because I don't want to say that, hey, you're not my type because of what you've done in your past, not knowing that that wasn't right or wrong. Okay, so that's why.
Respect.
And now,
She don't care. She already disqualified you.
is Mr. someone that is your type?
She definitely, she got this cowgirl going on. I'm from the South, right? So I like your outfit. I like what you got going on, definitely.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go to our next lady over here. If we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Tracy, and I'm 37. I'm from New Orleans as well, and I live in the DMV. And the reason why I popped my balloon is because I am from New Orleans, and just the energy just wasn't vibing with. Like, I think you're super cool. I love the way that you look. But as far as like energy, I feel like I've dated guys from New Orleans before, and it just did not work out for me. So I think because we come from the same place, it just clashes.
Okay, so since we come from the same place, it clashes.
Yeah.
False.
I just haven't had really good relationship experiences dating people from my hometown.
You never met Brian.
Accusation. False accusation. And
Not giving a guy opportunity because he's from where some of the guys that you've dated in the past that didn't work out are from. The abundance mindset, guys. They're going to disqualify you for literally stupid stuff that they make up in their mind. The narrative, it's all about the narrative, guys. If they tell themselves something, they're going to believe it. Even though it's not based in logic, it's not based in reality. They're going to disqualify you because you're from where her ex is from. Really. This is a totally different, a new guy. Give him the benefit of the doubt until otherwise. But it's a dating show, so they're speed dating. Let me not get carried away. They're speed dating. It's probably not the reason why she really disqualified him. It's probably something she's just making up just to get it to pass by her and not to ask too much questions. So, some of these women aren't really transparent as to why they disqualified you. They just say something that's politically correct or that's acceptable. So I understand that. I'm not stupid. So
You never met Brian, but today that you did. You know what I mean? And today, definitely, you was a winner. But, the fact that you're from New Orleans, I respect that because I respect
not that
my
guy,
home,
pal. Trust me.
and I'm
You're
prideful
not that guy.
on being a Louisianimal, right? And I definitely was feeling you.
that
But
boy got them words on him. A Louisianimal. Y'all heard that? Don't let it slip. Y'all. I hope y'all caught that.
Thank you.
Like I
Since
said,
you
popped on me, we don't really dig with rejection too well. We respect that, but we move on.
And then
Nice to meet you.
Tracy, we actually didn't get.
Dude got that intense confrontational kind of aura. Like he got that like energy, man. Like he's ready to like confront you for whatever. Like, damn, that's crazy.
What do you do?
So I work in management. So the person that I kind of link with, we can kind of go into further of my career. Yeah.
What industry? What management? What industry?
I wouldn't like to say. Yeah, I would like to discuss that with the person.
You don't want to disclose what industry you're in? Is it something that is not typically generally acceptable? Is it like you manage like OnlyFans girls? Like if you work in management, like saying what industry isn't really that taboo. Like no one is going to judge you if you work. That's what I'm saying. She probably works in some sort of taboo industry. I don't see why she wouldn't want to disclose the industry. She doesn't have to say the company. So I don't know.
Person that I match with. I think that's a little more in depth.
Okay. You're looking good today. I love the orange.
Let's
Definitely.
go to our next lady here. We can have your name and age.
My name is Chanel Kidd, and I am originally from Gary, Indiana. I live here in Phoenix, Arizona. Coco Stiletto on Instagram. I have my own business. I'm a business consultant, and I also create trivia games that I sell on Amazon.
Okay, and I'm sorry, we didn't get your age.
I am 42. And the reason why I popped my balloon is pretty much, and you have already answered. You didn't have any deal breakers. I need someone that knows what he wants. I can be a handful sometimes as well. So, and it can be anything. So it's got to be something that makes you tick, that you can be honest about. So that's why I popped my balloon.
Not having deal breakers is not the same as not having something that makes you tick. Like, okay.
And you kind of remind me of my nephew. Just kind of. It's just me.
Yeah, because he looks relatively young for his age. He's about to be 41, but he really looks like he's early 30s, to be honest. Which is good. You know, most men at 41, they got a belly on them. They got, let me not say most men. A lot of men at 41 actually look like they're much older, you know. He's got his hair. He's not balding. He's not receding. He's in relatively good shape. He ain't got no belly hanging over his pants, you know. He got a decent muscle mass to him. You know, his fashion is on point. No homo. I know I'm sounding like I'm riding right now, but like no homo, he looks good for 41. You know, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think.
Can I remind you of my nephew? Okay. So you said the deal breakers was because I don't have a deal breaker?
Correct.
Okay, well, I have a clean...
I need a man to tell me something. Tell me what he want and don't want.
And-
If
and
you
that
can't
will-
tell me that,
and
I
that-
might jump all over you.
and that will come. Definitely. I will definitely tell you where you're going wrong at.
2024, man. Wow.
But as far as a deal breaker, I have a clean slate with everybody. I'm the type to trust you before I not trust you. I'm going to give you that grace before I don't give you that grace, right? But I respect how you feel.
I like that response. Might circle back, but
You might go get back?
might.
You want your balloon back?
Do you want that balloon back?
Not yet.
Okay.
You got to get the gab I see, so we're just gonna.
I got the gift of gab.
Let's go on
It's
to our next
transparency,
ladies.
love.
Okay, if we can start off with your name and age.
Hi, I'm Janae. I'm 34.
Hello, Janae.
Janae, what do you do?
I'm in school for fashion design. I'm an office assistant, and I'm a new
Oh, she got some height on her. I wonder how tall she is. I know she probably got heels on, but still. She's probably like 5'6", 5'7". Because I think he looks like he's probably 5'7", 5'8", maybe 5'9" at the highest end. So she's probably like 5'7", 5'6", without heels. Now with heels, she's probably up there at like 5'11", 6 foot. So she got some height on her for real. But she looks good though.
entrepreneur. Just about to launch my fitness clothing line called WeFit.
Okay, and why did you end up popping your balloon for Brian?
Hey, Brian. I love the way you speak, but for me, it was the pants. I don't like the pants too tight. I'm kind of ghetto too, so I like them a little loose, and that was just it for me.
I don't want to believe she disqualified this guy because of his pants. I really don't want to believe women at the age of 30, high 30, low 40s are disqualifying guys because of their pants. I really don't want to. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt that that's just something that she made up just to have it go past her. And that's not the actual reason why she's disqualifying him. I want to believe that it's because he's shorter than her, although she has on heels. Please tell me that's the reason. I'm hoping that's the reason, the actual reason.
How old are you?
34.
34?
Oh, she's 34. Okay, my bad. She's not 35 to 40. She's 34, which she looks about 34. She looks her age, I guess.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3
Bumblecud.
baby daddies.
Wow.
Okay.
I should have said 0.
Wow. She got 3 baby daddies at 34. That is, wow. Welcome to America, guys.
Because it's just me.
You gonna lie to the public?
No, I have 3, but it's just me. I'm a single parent. There's no man in my life.
Well, she did say she likes guys with a little hood in them because she's from the hood. So, you know, but the stereotype of women who come from the hood, it kind of aligns to her. But I could be wrong. This is just how it's playing out. I'm just going with the flow right now.
No man in your life? Why is the
my
reason
boys.
for there no man in your life?
Well, my first child, his father passed away, and the other 2 are nowhere to be found. So, what can you do?
They do you like that? What's wrong with them?
Something. Only God
Or
knows.
is there something wrong with you?
Bro, he got that. He's ready to confront her. He's got that energy where like he's ready to go in on this one for sure. I think the few rejections that he got earlier, he's ready to like let it out right now. You can see it's building up.
Possibly, but I think I'm just fine. Only God
Or is
knows.
there something wrong with you?
Possibly, but I think I'm just fine.
I think you're just fine as well.
Thank you.
Right. But to say that a 41-year-old man is disqualified because of his pants,
You're 41?
I'll be 41 in September.
Okay, because I was like, I thought you said 40.
I'll be 41 in September. That's coming up.
I like it. It's okay for you. It's not my style. You know, with everything going on, I like the pants to be a little baggy, that's all.
Where you from, love?
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Okay. How long you been out here?
2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Let's go on over here. If we can have your name and age.
Yeah, he definitely ain't making it with this one. That energy, when you have that type of energy with women that you first meet, you're not gonna be easily accepted. Like they don't like that confrontational type of energy. Although it's like masculine and it's gonna take some time before you can actually show them that side of you. They have to get comfortable around you before you can show that type of, confrontational, asking questions back, direct kind of like you're gonna get a standoffish response from most women having that type of energy, especially in 2024, where the marshmallow men are more popular than the real masculine, rugged kind of to the point kind of men. Sorry, but you're not gonna get far with these new generation women with that type of energy.
I am Venusian, 39.
And you said Venusian? And what do you do?
I'm a TikTok creator manager.
Cool. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm a free-spirited woman, so having to check in with somebody like they are my parent is something that I don't subscribe to, so that's why I popped my balloon.
What do you mean check in like they're your parent?
The way that you were discussing how somebody needs to constantly, when we're out and about, to text or call and check in, that's something that I don't subscribe to, so that's why I popped my balloon.
So you don't communicate when you're in a relationship? Like you just want to go out, do your own thing and come home at whatever hours of the night without any explanation? Yo, man, we are done for with relationships in 2024, man. Is it going to get any better or is it going to get worse? Lord, please send something. We need help here. 2024, 30-something-year-old women don't want to communicate in relationships. They just want to be free spirits and do whatever they want and then come home with a smile on their face and you should be like, hey, how was it? My God, we're done for, man.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm a TikTok
She just said she's a TikTok content creator manager. Isn't that what she said?
creator manager.
I think he sort of blanked out. Just at her response, he was thinking like, what the hell? So he sort of missed a lot of what she said earlier because he has probably more questions than answers at this point.
TikTok creator manager? For what company? Or is it for yourself?
It's for TikTok.
For TikTok?
I mean, you could be a TikTok content creator manager for another company. Are they slow? You could work for TikTok, you could be independent, or you could work for an agency that manages TikTok creators. Like, don't try to make it seem like he's stupid. Like, he knows what he's asking. Like, are you independent? Are you working for an agency, or do you actually work for TikTok, the company? Don't act like why are they trying to play him like that's not a valid question.
TikTok?
Social media.
Okay, social media?
Social media agent, yes.
Okay, how many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one?
Oh shit, he about to go in right now. Yo, look at this dude's face. He's about to go in on him. Because he just had the other one in the orange dress. She has 3 baby daddies and 3 kids. And the first one passed away. Rest in peace to him. Now this one, she got 2 kids with 2 different baby daddies. He's about to let her have it. I can see it on his face.
One that you wanted to marry, the next one? 2? Media?
Social media agent, yes.
Okay, how many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you see what I said about that confrontational energy? All these women are about to pop. Maybe one is going to give him the chance, but she's going to pop eventually. Because that energy, like, they don't like that. They don't like being told about themselves. They don't like being, like, questioned about the logic of their decisions in the past and where they are now. They just want to live free. And I get it. I get it as a man. Like, these are questions that us as men have. Like, why would you do that? Like, why didn't you do this? Like, why didn't you make a better decision? You can't bring that energy with women in 2024, man. Like, they are free spirits. They want to do what they want without being accountable or whatever you want to call it. They don't want to be questioned about their decisions. They just want to live every day as it comes. So when you have that type of energy as a man trying to think logical about, okay, that decision wasn't to, like, what type of method do you use to make decisions? Like, what influenced your decision? Like, why did you do that? You can't bring that type of energy, man. Like, trust me. I know what I'm talking about with that one. Like, they don't like that. They don't like that. That's not going to cut it. They're going to call you a misogynist. They're going to call you a woman hater just for questioning their logic about their past decisions. And then on top of that, you already mentioned that their past doesn't matter, but now you're going in on the decisions that they made from their past. So kind of you're off tracks here, buddy. Like, you ain't you out of here for real. Like, I already could tell you out of here.
I was just asking because for real men, that's what matters. Your first one is
Yeah, but you gotta play the game, bro. Like, I understand you wanna be a stand-up dude and all of that, but you gotta play the game. Don't ask them about that, man. Like, you gotta play the game for what it is.
given. Your second one, the mistake is on you.
Oh, is it? Well, there's
That's definitely
circumstances
right.
under why I got
That's
pregnant.
definitely
but
right.
That's nor here or there, and that's
Yeah,
not
but
what I'm
you-
here for.
Okay, definitely. You're a beautiful woman, though.
Thank you.
But I respect your answer.
Thank you. Let's go back here. Okay, if we can.
Yo, feel the intensity in that room. Like, yo, I'm watching this video and I'm feeling the intensity. Like, these women are all uncomfortable because he's going in on them. Like, that being said, he's asking the right questions. Like, he's trying to see the thought process of, like, how you ended up in the situation that you're in now.
Start off with your name and age.
I'm Shay, and I'm 37.
How you doing, Shay?
I'm doing amazing.
Shay, what do you do?
So I work for the county, and I have my own hair business and a few other little small businesses.
All right. And now, why did you end up popping your balloon?
So originally I was feeling it. I like I don't want to say a bad boy, but I like somebody that's outspoken. But the question of, I feel like you're challenging the women. Oh, how many baby daddies you got? And then, it just, does that matter? You say future, so that's their past. It's not their future. How many kids do you have?
I have one daughter. She's 19.
Do you want more?
I do.
That energy, bro, that don't work in 2024. That might have worked 20 years ago. Like, that type of confrontational masculine energy. I know I'm stopping the video a lot, but I'm just feeling it, and I know women don't like that shit. Like, they want to be free spirits. They want a guy who they can chill with, don't question them. Like, just free, living life, floating around, making decisions, making mistakes, him cleaning it up. This is 2024, buddy. You got to be chill. Like, you got to be free spirited, not have too much demands. Like, even if you do, you can't say it in a certain way. You can't be direct. You have to kind of beat around the bush. You got to finesse. We call it a little finesse.
My balloon still pop because I don't want any more.
Okay.
You don't want any more?
Not at all. I
You
have.
can't
I have
have
one.
any more. You
No, I'm
choose
choosing
not
not
to
to.
Oh,
have
that's
any.
wild. That's a wild question right there. You can't ask that, bro. You can't ask that, man. You on the internet, brother. Like, you can't ask them types of questions, my guy.
Have any more? I have a
Okay.
almost 14-year-old, and
Okay, yeah. Well, the reason for me asking their past about the baby daddies because it lets me know where they're going in their future. If you didn't want to have a baby daddy for the second time, then that lets me know that you was uncareful of what you're dealing with.
do you necessarily
Okay.
believe
That's facts.
that somebody's past is their past that don't determine their future?
Not
It's an indication of the future. You got to look at your past to see where you possibly heading in your future. The best indication of the future that we have at the moment is where we came from. Because history repeats a lot. It might be in a different type of situation, but it repeats. There's a pattern, there's a trend to a lot of stuff. So, man, we try to look at trends to see where our future is going to go by looking at the past. Yeah, so I can see his logic.
Because I mean, I can look at you and say like you made people make mistakes, and it could happen. I feel like once or twice. Okay, some things become a choice, but your past doesn't determine.
When it come to
He's looking for a pattern. He's looking for a sequence of bad decisions to see where your decision making is at.
once is a mistake. Twice, that's on you.
Okay, so then say like you get into a relationship with somebody, you get married, and things don't work. So then I guess you made a mistake, and then so you once is a mistake, and then twice is.
Yeah, your marriage failed. It was a mistake. You married the wrong person. Like, yes. The answer to that is yes. If I marry a woman and she ends up cheating on me or she ends up being for the streets, I made a bad decision. I was a bad judge of character. I didn't see it in her. I didn't see her patterns. I didn't see her behaviors. I didn't see something in her that led up to her acting like that. I made a mistake as a man marrying a woman who was for the streets. Yes, that's how men think.
I don't believe in that because I believe things happen.
Sweetheart, twice is on you.
Okay,
You
but-
should have learned from that very first
No,
mistake. Okay,
lessons are
and
to be
not
learned.
saying that your child is a mistake, right?
Of course
But the
not.
fact that you chose the wrong man to have kids with, and secondly, not to have a marriage after the next one or before the
Marriage
next
doesn't
one.
determine, and I'm a
Yeah, but it's a way to mitigate the risk. Marriages aren't all perfect, but it's a step towards mitigating the risk. You all gotta think. Everything is risk to reward. And a lot of women wanna just flow through life not understanding that you take some risk and then some risk you try to mitigate as much as possible. Marriage is one of those ways to mitigate a risk because if a guy divorces you, he loses half his shit and he possibly loses his kids and he's screwed. He has to take 10, 15, 20 years to build back his shit. So it's a way to mitigate risk. Don't try to play this dude like you don't know what he's talking about. Although he's a bit harsh with it, he doesn't know how to finesse. He doesn't know, like, you know, you can't be that confrontational. You can't be that direct with the way you feel, the way you think, your logic. I understand where he's coming from. So these types of women who think that he, you know, he's out of his way, he's stepping out of his boundary. No, he's not. He's just a logical thinking man. I think he said he's a mechanical technician. He learns patterns. He sees patterns. He learns stuff. He's logical. He makes decisions. He's a critical thinker. This is the type of men in these professions. They're critical thinkers. They look for logic. They look for sequences. They look for pattern of events to try to fix stuff. And I know I'm rambling because I hate that they're playing these types of dudes like they're not ready for relationships or something is wrong with them. No, nothing is wrong with these dudes. They're just solid, well-meaning, thinking, logical men. And y'all aren't used to this because y'all are used to men lying and manipulating y'all into thinking that, you know, everything is fine. Oh, you don't worry about this, babe. No, there's shit that we have to worry about in life. Life is hard, and this guy is a thinking guy. And y'all aren't used to these types of guys because y'all are used to dating guys who make y'all baby daddies and then leave y'all being single parents. And I know I'm ranting, but damn, I hate when they play dudes like this who actually question your logic, and then because you just want to have no answer, you just want to say, oh, things just happen, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's just life. People make mistakes. Yeah, but if you're making the same mistake over and over, there's something wrong with your decision making, ma'am.
person that wants to be married, but marriage don't determine anything. I done known people to be married for a long time and it don't work out, baby. So, yeah, you are, no, honey bun,
Okay.
you're too aggressive now.
No problem. Well, you know,
Yeah,
the
you see, he's aggressive now because he's questioning your decision making.
aggressiveness, that comes from a Southern man, right?
Baby, let me explain
And we
something to
stand
you.
on what we talking
My roots
about.
come from Texas, so.
Okay, I'm from New Orleans.
Okay, so
You know what I
the
mean?
South,
So
the
when
battles
you-
of the South.
All right,
like I
Brian,
said.
Brian, let's move on. Let's
Okay,
move on. Let's
no
move on.
problem. Have a good day, love.
If we can have your name and age.
Hi, my name is Shay, and I'm 37.
And Shay, what do you
Hello,
do?
Shay.
I am an insurance adjuster, and I'm just waiting to take my real estate license.
Very nice. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Just based off of the energy, I didn't want to pop it too soon. I like to feel you out first, but just based off of the energy and the conversations that were had between the women, and just overall, that's
You're attacking them.
it.
Okay. So you a follower?
No, I went out. That's why I said I didn't pop it right away. I wanted to see for myself.
So you didn't like my responses and the women that I responded to? You didn't like the responses?
Just the energy from it. Yeah.
The energy is too strong for you, huh?
Not necessarily too strong. I just didn't too much care for it.
That's understandable. I respect that, though.
Thank you.
Let's go on over here. If we can have your name and age.
Davinia, and I'm 41.
And Davinia, what do you do?
I'm a compliance analyst for a payment processing company.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped my balloon. I was waiting because I was trying to feel the energy, the vibe, the connection, chemistry. And I believe he was speaking very well, very suave, handsome gentleman. So I was trying to give it some time. But then it started to feel like an attack. And I didn't like or agree with the attack. So that was why I popped my balloon.
Okay. So you say it felt like an attack. Can you elaborate on that?
You don't judge people from their past, or you like to start off with a clean slate. I don't think that if a relationship
Miss Lady. This, we don't judge people from their past. Are you guys living in reality? If I am a felon, right, and I'm applying for an executive position, they're going to run a background check to see what I did in my past. If I'm a felon and I have a trend of doing robberies, committing crimes, and I'm applying for an executive position at a prestigious law firm or any other corporate environment, they're going to question me being a viable candidate based on my past. Like, I hate when people say you can't judge people based on the past when everyone does it. Companies do it, people do it, y'all do it. Like, stop lying, man. Y'all be capping about this stupid shit where your past doesn't matter. Only y'all want the benefit of the doubt of your past not mattering. In almost every other situation, your past matters.
Works out for a woman and it happens to be her second baby daddy, per se, I don't think that's her fault. So if she decides to stay and marry the man, like Brian says, then that means she's settling. And I don't agree with a woman having to settle just because the opinions of others thinking that, it's going to be her fault. It's her fault because it didn't work out. No.
Okay.
Because people, they start.
Yo, I'm done. And I'm not saying that there aren't women who are logical and think about their situations and their decisions and still end up in unfortunate situations like having multiple baby daddies. But is that really the majority, or are the majority just making erratic decisions and end up in a situation where they're like, oh shit, I made a mistake. I had a baby with this guy and he didn't commit to me, or he didn't show any signs of commitment, and then I ended up leaving him or breaking up with him, and then the other dude, he ended up doing the same thing, and then I just didn't see it as like, damn, like, why did that happen to me twice? I just was like, oh, well, that's just life, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to keep living like nothing happened, not learning from my mistakes. Like, which one is the majority? So I'm not taking anything away from the women who may have tried to do things the right way. They may have been married and married the wrong guy and gotten a divorce and then got remarried and made that mistake again, marrying the wrong guy again, and then they ended up, unfortunately, with 2 kids from 2 marriages or something, because at least they were trying to get commitment or mitigate risk by being married. But then when you have 3 different baby daddies and none of them married you, and you had 3 kids with each of them, and then you have nothing to show for it other than 3 kids, and you're single on a dating show at 30-something years old, like, we have to ask questions about that. Like, it's logical to ask, so how did you end up in this situation? Like, what was your past like? What was your decision making like? To see where our future 30, 40 years are going to look like with me, with my logic, and you with your logic, we got to see where that is heading. I don't see how they don't get this.
Start off with different personas, and then you slowly kind of learn who they really are.
Sure, every guy changes. Every guy in the beginning, he's one person, and then 3-4 years down the line, he's a totally new person. Like, he didn't show you any red flags. He didn't show you any traits of being that person that he was going to be. You just were like, ooh, this guy is he transformed like Hulk. He was Bruce, and now he's Hulk. No, there were signs. You didn't identify them. You lacked the knowledge to identify them, but there were signs. And because there were signs and you didn't have the knowledge and the experience or the wisdom to identify them, you made a mistake. You got played. It is what it is. It happened. But at the end of the day, you have to figure out who you're dealing with in a relationship. And as a woman, you bear more of the risk by making a bad decision because you can end up a single mother. That's just what it is. So you got to be way more cautious. You got to do a lot more screening. You got to probably get your father or your uncle or someone involved to screen the guys that you're dealing with, which a lot of women don't want to do. They want to keep the guy away from their parents so that they can continue dealing with a guy who they think in their mind is good for them.
So if you decide to walk away because that situation isn't healthy for you, that doesn't mean that it's your fault that it didn't work out.
Okay. So there's 4 billion women on the planet. Mm-hmm. I'm a Black American from Louisiana. Mm-hmm. I have the choice to have the pick of the litter. Mm-hmm. So why would I pick you if you have multiple baby daddies?
Well, don't pick me.
Right.
Yeah.
And
there's the abundance mindset I'm telling you about. Just don't pick them. Don't pick them. They're just going to think like, well, I'm going to have another option. So if you don't pick me, yeah, but sooner or later, you're going to run through all your options. Or you're going to run out of good options to where you have to settle for a not so good option. And that's what he's trying to tell you. Like, when you're dealing with a high value man, which you may think he's not a high value man, but there are men out there who you think are qualified to be your spouse or your mate, And then they're going to have these same questions that he's having. And then he's going to disqualify you, the guy who you think is a good option. That same guy is going to disqualify you for the reasons that this guy is trying to tell you, because he's trying to probe your logic. But you're not seeing it. You're not seeing, because the abundance mindset makes them think it's always another option. It's always a better option. Until you end up 50, 60 and you're all alone with 3 kids and 3 baby daddies who don't really care about you. And then you're like, damn, where did all the good men go? Like, why aren't there no good men? No, we were trying to show you the logic of your decisions and why you are making it hard for yourself to find a mate in the future. And you're like, well, it's not my fault.
Have the
Understand
choice.
that.
You have the choice. We all
I
have
have
a
the
choice.
I have the choice, but
Yeah.
you're judging me on the fact that I have the choice.
No, I'm not judging you. That just means that I'm not for you. If you're going to judge me because my second baby daddy didn't work out for me, then I'm not for you. You know, so I'm not judging
And I
you and your
understand that.
opinion
How many
and
kids
your
you have?
preference. I have 3.
You have
25,
3?
18, and 12.
Okay, how many baby daddies?
2.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's no disrespect towards that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just want you to understand, when it comes to a man of top tier, right? We give you a few from one man.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. If you have multiple from a different man,
Mm-hmm.
that disqualifies yourself.
So it disqualifies a top tier woman from getting a top tier
That's exactly
man
right. Why?
if she
Because there's
has-
billions of women on this planet. All
I
right?
respect your opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, they need to get him out of there because that energy in that room is crazy. He's confronting all of them now. He's just like, they let him loose.
Okay, well, Brian, that is all the balloons.
Even Arlette is like, God damn, she had to sigh after that one. She's like, ooh, that was intense. I don't know if I want to keep this going.
Popped.
No problem.
But we do thank you for coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies.
All right. No problem. Thank you. Have a good day.
Brian, dude, you got a lot to go through with that energy being on the internet, man. Like, these women are going to come for you, man. Like, you can't have that kind of energy online, man. It's not going to look good for you, man. You forgetting it's 2024. The feminists are strong in this one, man. But anyway, that's it for this video, guys. There's a bunch of other dudes that's going to come on, but I can't react to all of it in one video. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a comment down in the comment section below. Leave a like and let me know if you want to react to the other contestants, the other men that came on, because I'm going to have to do a separate video for each guy that came on because these interactions are just so long. And it's going to draw out the video for over 30 minutes if I actually react to each one of those guys in one video. So if you guys enjoy these types of videos, as I mentioned, hit the like and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.